Joining us now is Andreessen Horowitz partner Andrew Chen. He just released The Cold Start Problem, How to Start and Scale Network Effects. Andrew, thanks so much for joining us today. Tell us about the thesis of your book and how it plays into your approach to investing in startups.
Hey, Julia, thank you for having me. So I wrote The Cold Start Problem really to examine the secret at the heart of a lot of Silicon Valley companies. When you look at companies like Airbnb and Uber and Dropbox and Slack and YouTube and many of the great companies that we use every day, these are products that get more useful the more users that join them, which is why they've just sort of become such incredible products in the space. And so the cold start problem is for builders of these kinds of products. It's for people who are thinking about how is tech revolutionizing the industries that are in where they operate or where they're adjacent. And it really is meant to teach folks a comprehensive theory on how to start and scale network effects.
So how does this play into your approach to investing in this next generation of startups that we're calling Web3, which are fundamentally based on network effects? If you look at the blockchain, things like the metaverse, what's your outlook there, and what types of companies are you interested in investing in?
Yeah, that's Julia, that's absolutely the most interesting part of this, is that we are right on the precipice of a big technology transformation, Web3, which really has network effects at its core. If you look at a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, I find it valuable because you think it's valuable. These NFTs like Bored Apes and games like Axie Infinity, these are all products that where you need a community, you need a network of folks to be excited about it. And anyone building these products faces a cold start problem because they have to get the right Discord communities and the right people excited about their projects from the start. Otherwise, they just won't work. And so this has been a really interesting area of investment for us. In particular, I'm very excited about the convergence of video games and Web3. It's a big area for me and something where I am spending a ton of time.
Andrew, can you have multiple cold starts? I'm thinking about CLUBHOUSE, and sometimes it seems like, a snowblower, you're trying to prime the pump and then pull it, and sometimes it stalls. It seems to have had multiple starts and catch momentum and then not. From behind the scenes, what do you do when you see something like that happen? What kind of advice do you give to founders and operating teams to get momentum going again?
Yeah, well, I think first, CLUBHOUSE is such an interesting example of the cold start problem because they really figured out how to solve it very quickly. They got launched in the tech community, and they just went completely viral. And in under a year of the app being out, they've been able to go from 0 to millions of daily active users. But I think that when you examine all of these products, what you find is that network effects is not a silver bullet. It's not something where you get it and then everything just automatically works. Even Facebook actually had various starts and stops, a half dozen on their way to being a huge product. And I think that my book really is meant to encompass all the tactics and strategies that you need to do to face this down as you are trying to grow your product.